Well, Tony, as we wrap this up, let me ask you something that we're starting, something new we're starting. We're now, I guess, we've done this multiple times, but a new segment to JPEG Raw, and that is what is in your camera bag. Because while we love hearing about your favorite image, we also love seeing what's in your camera bag and what it is you're using. So you mind sharing that with us?
Sure. And this is kind of what I was alluding to before. That's kind of why I wanted to keep it for. Yeah. So this is a star tracker. There. Nope.
Where am I going? The other way. There you go.
There we go. All right. I picked this up. I've only been out shooting with it maybe once or twice. But basically, this aligns with the North Star. The camera goes on here and on another ball head. And then this slowly turns with the rotation of the Earth. So it's got a bunch of different settings, but basically it'll align with the stars and it'll slowly move this little guy here. Okay. And what that does is that allows you all right, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Okay. That allows you to expose longer and get sharper stars. Okay. So it's not, with this, I've been able to go up to about a minute 30. And that for me.
So wait, how are you using, how are you attaching your camera to that somehow?
Yep. Here. So I'll show you here. This is also in my camera bag. This is my new tripod. I just picked this up from Vanguard. This is my second tripod from Vanguard. This is of the VO collection.
Okay.
It's a traveler's it's a traveler's thing. It'll fit in. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so awesome.
Oh my gosh! So the head. I mean, what is it called? That
the column,
center column. The center column folded over.
Folds right over, nice and easy, just like that.
Wow.
And it goes in. That. So this will fit in your overnight bag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They have an aluminum. This is the carbon fiber. I got it just to kind of make it smaller on my hikes and stuff like that. But
sure,
man, this thing, I've been out now a couple times with it. I absolutely love it. And it's so light. Oh. But just the smallness of it is pretty fantastic. Let's see if I can. I like to keep my stuff nice and tight, of course. There we go. So this will screw onto the tripod.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this part comes off. And this will go. This doesn't have to be perfect, but.
Yeah.
Okay, so then this has like a little peephole here.
Yeah.
Okay. You look through here and you get the North Star aligned in there. And then from there, you position your camera however you want it.
Wow, that is cool.
And then this will move with the rotation of the Earth. And like I said, it's got a bunch of different settings. So it has a star setting. It'll follow the stars. It has a moon setting. It has a sun setting. And it has a half setting. And the half setting is to follow the stars, but it does it at like half the speed. So if you didn't want, because when you follow the stars with this and you're at like a minute 30, your foreground's definitely going to be blurred.
Right.
So you're kind of left compositing photos. I mean, that's the only way. But what it enables you to do is I've shot HDR Milky Ways with this because I've done a 30-second, a minute, and a minute 30 and ran them through Photomatic's 32-bit. It's incredible. But I can also shoot it at ISO 800. I think I've shot at ISO 400. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can shoot at low ISOs and longer times, so you don't get the noise in your photos. So this is kind of my new toy. I've only been out shooting with it about twice. I'm still learning, still adjusting with it, and I'm really curious to see what it's going to be able to do for my show, for my project. So we'll see.
What was that thing called again?
This is the Polaris from Vixen.
Polaris.
Polaris, something like that. Yeah. Polaris.
Okay.
From Vixen Optics, I think is the name. But this will run you about $400. It's not very expensive when you start looking into tools for the Milky Way and stuff like that. And for me, the one thing that I really, really enjoy about it is that I can use my 17 to 40 f4 with this. I don't need to use a 2.8 or anything like that.
Yeah.
So you're going to get, because the Rokinon's great. In fact, here, I'll show you that. So this is the Rokinon, okay? And it is a 14 millimeter, okay? It's a manual focus, 2.8.
That's the Rokinon?
This is the Rokinon, yeah. I can't. All right.
Look at that lens.
Yeah, it's definitely wide angle.
Yeah.
And manual focus, which, with shooting the Milky Way, you're going to be manual focus anyway. Mm-hmm. So, but this is a great price point. I don't remember what it was off the top of my head, but for beginners in the Milky Way, you can't go wrong with this lens.
Imagine with the bulb there, you can't put filters on that, right?
No, you can't. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, for the Milky Way, I've done some research looking into kind of filters and stuff like that. The only two that I've even found, there's a Bright Star filter that will dim the brighter stars, and that kind of helps dim out the lesser stars, so you get less stars in your shot to begin with. Okay. And then there's also one for light pollution. There's some guys trying. I'm going to get this wrong. It is a red intensifier by Hoya. Okay. And because basically it's a red intensifier, people use it for fall and that kind of stuff. It helps dim out your different colors, and part of that color range it dims out is what the mercury lights put out from the cities and stuff like that. So the theory behind it is that it'll dim out that orange and stuff like that. But I have not taken it out yet, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay. Anything else in there you want to share with us before we head out?
Trigger Trap.
Trigger Trap.
Trigger Trap. I don't know if you guys have heard about this.
I have heard of that, yeah.
This is basically an intervalometer for your camera that uses your mobile phone. And it allows you to do a lot of other cool things. You can do long exposure HDR. So one thing you can't really do with your camera is shoot anything over 30 seconds.
Right.
With this, you can, like I said, you can do a minute HDR and it'll bracket for it and that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. It works with your phone and that kind of stuff. So I like it. As far as Milky Way stuff, that's kind of...
No, that was especially that first thing. That was cool. Never seen that before. Thanks for sharing that. What's in your camera bag? That was interesting.